Hi everyone, my name's Shaz Jones and I'm just doing a quick video experiment today. This is for my friend Pastor John Finkeldy, and he's got a website called growahealthychurch.com, and so I'm just doing an experiment about creating video traffic machines. So how to use live video on YouTube to improve your keyword search rankings on Google and therefore improve your traffic, and to do it all very quickly and to do it all for free. Now, I know that my friend John has a budget of $10,000 for Google advertising, and because he's got a grant, a non-profit grant to do that. And so it's not like he's wanting more paid advertising, but he's always wanting more traffic. So I'm looking at ways to bring him more traffic for free. And I've asked him about his current keywords and his advertising, and I've got a few of his and some of mine that I'm going to use just to give you some hints of what you might try differently. So the first thing about traffic is it's all about keywords. Word, focus on the word. Don't focus on, creating amazing Hollywood special effects content. Just focus on the word. So the first thing that you can probably do to improve your traffic is to throw in a local keyword. So a suburb name or a city name that will help. So I'm going to try John's ones first, and then I'll give you some tips along the way. So his first one is increase personal productivity. So we'll just go into YouTube and we'll go increase personal productivity. Now, some of you might think, why are you searching in YouTube rather than searching in Google? Well, YouTube is owned by Google, first of all, if you didn't know that. They work together. And when people go to YouTube, they're usually searching for information and quick information, and they want someone who is on video. What video does is it tells you that you're dealing with the actual person. It's not their agent, it's not a script or a bot. It's very intimate, why can't I say that word? And real. It's up close and personal. And so that's why YouTube searches, people trust them more than Google searches, because anyone can write some text, but if they're lying, you can see it in their eyes if you're watching a video. So it's about people being real, and so that's why YouTube searches are more trusted rather than Google searches. Now, if you're going into YouTube and do increase personal productivity, you'll see that there are loads and loads and loads of results there. All these people helping you with increased personal productivity. If you do the same thing in Google, let's just try that. You'll see that there's over 3 million results, and you'll see one's quite heavily featured, but there's also lots of other things, and you're up against Huffington Post, Small Biz Trends, Life Hack, all of those sorts of things, Forbes magazine and Inc magazine. And then down the bottom here we have, because John has got some paid program, we've got some Google posts that he's put about his personal productivity. So they're boosted up to page 1. So that's what we're dealing with. We're going to try and improve upon that if we can later on. So that's the first one, increase personal productivity. The second one is this is one of John's ones as well, how to have an awkward conversation. Now, the next thing you'll notice when you do a YouTube search, it will tell you for free and instantly what the most searched for terms are. So as soon as you start typing, it will tell you what is the most searched for terms. Now, for me, it's learning off me. Now, because I've already typed that in to do my homework before the video, it's putting in my one because it knows that's something relevant to me. But that's the great thing about YouTube, is it will give results that are the highest best searching keywords, and you could take all of those keywords and dump them into a spreadsheet and use them if you just wanted to do some generic advertising. But also it's personalised, it learns off you. So we're going to say how to have an awkward conversation to see we get a completely different set of results, but we're still getting loads and loads off that. We're not getting anything that is exactly that though. So that's probably a good match in the terms of uniqueness. I'm not convinced though that that's something that loads of people are searching for, because it doesn't, come up that high. We'll have a look in Google. So how to have an awkward conversation. That one. And you can see again, we're up against people like Inc. magazine that have much bigger budgets, Lifehacker, all of those. And there's loads and loads of results, more than 7 million. But there's no pre-populated ads over here, because not that many people are advertising in that space. Now that's a good thing and a bad thing. One of the things that it indicates is that people aren't really searching on that, and that's why you've got the ad marketplace to yourself a bit. There might be over 7 million results, but the number of people that are searching for that result is quite low. Otherwise you'd have some more generic kind of ads over here. And you can see that there's other things that people would be searching for rather than what we've put in. So it's good and it's bad. So they're the two that I'm going to use for John. And you'll see that definitely how to grow a growhealthychurch.com is not in the top of those results, even though he's paying for advertising every month and he does come up lower down. Now, let's go back to our YouTube. I'm going to throw in a few, and they are more generic. So I'm going to put in pastor coach, because that's what John is. He's a coach for pastors. And I'm going to throw in a localized term. I said before, this is one of the things you can do immediately to grab your target market. So as you can see, it doesn't really affect our search results in YouTube, but when we go across to Google, you'll see the power of this, that it brings up more Perth, Western Australia based results. Perth. So it really brings up your target market. And then we come down to about number 8 is the Grow a Healthy Church one. And again, we haven't got any paid advertisers that we're going up against. So that for me is a much better search term. People are more likely to search for Pastor Coach Perth, but we haven't got any competition that's trying to steal away our traffic with buyers stuff. Speaking of buying, another great search term, I'm going to put in church growth, and I'm going to put in reviews, because when people are about to buy, they will search for reviews. When they're just about to pull the trigger and spend some cash, they'll look at reviews. So reviews, buying, best, buy itself, all of those things, tutorial even, all of those things are buying keywords. So I'm going to add one of those, which is review. And again, you'll see we've got over 1 million results, so we are up against some Goliaths. We're going to have to use some smart David tactics, and we haven't got Grow a Healthy Church up the top there. So we've got a paid ad down here, but we haven't got any organic traffic at the moment. We haven't got any other advertisers. So to me, that's a great one as well. Okay, so once you've got your search terms, and hit me up if you want some advice, some strategies on keywords, I can help you out with that. Once you've got those highly relevant keywords, go to YouTube. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a live event. Now, don't freak out and go, oh, I can't do a live event. we're not even going to create the actual event yet. All we're going to do is insert a keyword placeholder into the algorithms for YouTube and Google. And then when we see how they go, we're going to test how they go in terms of our search rankings, how much traffic they bring us. Then we will add the content in later if they work. And guess what we'll do if they don't work? We'll ditch them. So we won't even create any content. We won't waste any time doing a script or filming or editing or adding titles. We won't waste any money getting someone else to do all of that. We won't waste anything in actually doing it. All we're going to do is just create these live events. So here we go. What you do is you go to your channel on YouTube, and I've got a few. This one happens to be R3Conf, which is the Righteousness, Relationships and Riches conference that I did in Hawaii earlier. And I'm obviously Grow a Healthy Church can do this for themselves, and it'd be better for them to generate traffic to themselves if they want. But if you want to go up against someone, you can create your own traffic. So you go to my channel, which I've just done. Then you go to your video manager, just here. And then you'll see you get a live streaming option on the menu on the left. And then you go to events down here. You can see that we live streamed the Righteousness, Relationships and Riches conference when we were in Hawaii. I just might have a look at that because that's just quite a nice view, isn't it? The view in Hawaii. I stayed in this hotel here, which is the Hilton Hawaiian Resort, right on the beach. It's lovely. Join me next year. Anyway, back to John. So you go to events, and then you've got this button here, new live event. So just recapping on what I did then, I went to my channel, I went to video manager, then I went to live streaming, then I went to events. And now I'm going to create a new live event. This one will be a bit slower than normal because I'm just going to step you through it. Now I've set this up for my Relationships, Righteousness and Riches conference to have everything in there that I want to have every time I go there. So I'm going to have to take all of that out and just sort of start from scratch, take out all my tags, Okay, so what you would normally have is just these tags. Just this blank form. And the first thing I want to do is make it about 4 or 5 days in advance. Okay, so we're going to give it some time to work. Now, in your title, put your keywords. So the first one was the first one was increase personal productivity. So we're going to have it in about 4 or 5 days. I'm going to put in here, also in my description, my keywords again. Now, if I'd had, in my YouTube searches, if I'd found that there were some great other keywords there, like increased productivity, increased flexibility, any of the things like that, I could also put a whole list of keywords in there. You don't have to be shy, because remember, this is just a keyword placeholder that we're creating here. You can put them in your tags, increased personal productivity, and you can put in productivity, anything you want. And you can make it public, all that. That's all you have to do. Just put in your title, description, a couple of tags, make sure that it's a few days out, and go create event. Okay. Now, what that has done has created this personal productivity event for us on YouTube Live. If someone happens to click on that, they will go to the event and it will say, look, you can watch it live stream, but not for 4 days. You've got to wait till 4 p.m. on the 18th of November 2016. But we may never get to that event yet. So we're just going to create a couple of more events, see which ones kind of work for us. And again, I apologize, I've got to take all this out. We'll go to the 18th. And we'll try our next one, which is how to have an awkward conversation. And I'll just copy and paste that down here, there, take all my tags. Sorry, I should have done this before I started the video. Put that in as our tag, maybe put in awkward conversations, because remember when we looked in Google, awkward conversations was a much tighter keyword term for that. And just again, create event. So I'm going to do the next one, create a new one. Again, you won't have to do all of this cleaning up. My apologies that I do. But you can see, even with cleaning up all of this, which you won't have to do, it's really, really quick and easy. So I'm going to put in pastor coach, put in that local keyword, make it, again, another 4 days out. Put in my local keyword, should have copied and pasted that, put it in as a tag, put in the other ones probably, pastor, coach, Perth, why not, and create event. And then the last one we're going to create is this fourth one, take out all of that. Again, I seriously was not trying to tell you about R3 and I'm not showing you all these keywords repeatedly on purpose. Okay, our fourth one is church growth reviews. Take that out, make this the 18th. Put it in our keywords, put it in our description, sorry, put it in our tag and create event. So you can see it takes seconds, not even a whole minute to do that. So now I've got my 4 events that are all happening. Yep, looks like I've done them at the wrong time there, 14th, 14th, 18th, 18th. So I can just go in and edit that and make sure that that says the 18th. Save my changes. It's probably good to make a mistake so you can see my changes. Okay, so that's done. Go back to my events. 1, 2, 3 on the 18th. I've still got one on the 14th. Again, fix up my mistake. Make it the 18th. Save changes. And it's as quick as that. And then I just go back to my events again. So I've got my 4 events all coming up. November 18th, how to have an awkward conversation, church growth reviews, increased personal productivity, and pastor coach Perth. So they're all coming up. Now, what I'm going to do is go back to my Google now, and I'm going to have a look at these search terms again and see if we've affected the search terms. Now, it does take a little while to go. The quickest I've had is 2 minutes. So I'm hoping that it will be that quick this time, but it may not be. How to have an awkward conversation. Okay, we haven't got any of ours yet. I'll just cheat and see if there's any in videos yet. Yes, okay, so we've already come up in the videos under Google. So we're like 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can see 3 minutes ago. So this is the mind-blowing thing about this thing. I haven't created any content. All I've done is create a live event, chuck in some keywords, which you saw took less than a minute. And in less than 3 minutes, I'm already showing up on the first page of the Google videos. And trust me, it won't be long till I'm showing up on the first page of here. So what I'm going to do is go to that one and click on it. Now, here's a big tip as well. Whenever you get to, I can't watch this. Whenever you get to a video that's one of yours on YouTube, do not press the back button, because that helps you plummet in the keyword rankings. So never do that. If you want to go back to where you were, type it in the location bar at the top so that you're not hitting the back button, because that's the worst thing that you can do. But can you see that having that live event has already triggered for YouTube and for Google the algorithms to pump me way up? We had millions of results that we were up against, and yet it has put me up number 4 on the videos, and it will be in the search page soon, because YouTube and Google are looking for fresh content. They see fresh content as being highly relevant. They're looking for live things. That means they're newsworthy, they're new. It's the holy grail of traffic for them. YouTube wants you to watch things that are highly relevant because they're basically just a turnstile. Every time you watch something, they collect money from all sorts of advertising, including paid search, advertisers, keyword search, all those sorts of things that they've monetized into it. So the key in this strategy is it acts like a video even before you have created any content. Even if you never actually get to create any content, it acts that quickly. 2 minutes. How good is that? Okay, I'm going to go again here and just put in some of our other ones. So Pastor Coach Perth. Look at that. What has come up first? We are now first from just doing that. And look, it's got 5 minutes ago. I haven't tricked anything. I did it all live. I haven't paused the video or anything. We have come up first result on Google, not on videos, on Google itself in 5 minutes. And Grow a Healthy Church, that's got this grant of $10,000 worth of paid advertising, they're way down here now. So you can see how powerful it is, literally beating $10,000 worth of paid advertising in less than 5 minutes. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, then please like me on Facebook at Miss Sharon Jones, or go to Twitter at Miss Shaz Jones, Instagram Miss Shaz Jones, and follow me for more events. If you're on Facebook, I've just put something up about Facebook Live on my onliners page, and I'm not going to tell you what it is because I want you to go there. Okay, thank you for watching this video. I've had fun creating it for you, and I hope that it really helps you boost those search terms really quickly, easily, for free. They're the kind of strategies that I love to get hold of. Should I do all the others? I suppose I should. That's Pastor Coach Perth. That was our number 3 one. The other one that I had was Church Growth Reviews. And we haven't come up number 1 on that one. Let's see if we've come up anywhere. We haven't yet on Google. Let's see if we've come up on the look, we're number 1 on the videos. So if I click that link, if anyone's going to look for videos for Church Growth Reviews, guess what they're going to go to first? This one right here. Isn't that amazing? That is just, I'm still blown away at how quick, simple, the quickness of it just blows me away. The freeness of it blows me. The simplicity of it blows me away. Okay, which one haven't I looked at? Oh, increase personal productivity. Haven't looked at that one yet, haven't. Now that already had a really heavily featured one here. So that's going to be harder. As I said, both the ones that John had picked, I think they're harder. And the search results shows that they are harder to actually get up in the rankings. So the good thing is got a $10,000 grant for those ones, because you're up against, you know, everything, and they're not really that relevant to what John is looking for. They're not really that relevant to his actual target market. You don't want a Fortune 500 executive CEO in New York who's interested in boosting his personal productivity coming to a church growth consultant. It's not going to help you. So anyway, the ones that I think are the best ones that people are more likely to search for and you're more likely to get your target for have done really, really well. I'm really pleased with that #1 ranking in Google in less than 10 minutes. I mean, we were there within 3 minutes, but anyway, that's the power of it. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching along today. You can go to shazjones.com for more tips, and then you'll get all the other contact details there.